and welcome back to the GC channel. I'm your host, Orlando Casares, the president and founder of Rich Law International. If you're new with us, welcome. This is a channel especially for you, for the GCs and for in-house legal teams, and is powered by general counsels. We'll be covering today some of the trendiest topics, things that keep you up at night, and we hope that you will find the next few minutes invaluable and very insightful. So follow us along. I recently reading some articles about this, and it's trying to identify the difference, whether it's a subtle difference or a very foundational difference between the attorney in private practice and as external counsel and the attorney inside of a legal department. And apparently, for many attorneys, there is a paradigm shift that never happens, because the in-house attorney, who is basically a distant cousin of the former experience of being in a private practice, doesn't realize, or it takes him a long time to realize, that his in-house legal team is in fact a law firm inside of a corporate client. And therefore, all the principles that work well when you're a very effective, high-performing law firm should transcend and apply into your in-house profession. And I'm sure that you accept that and you probably apply it. But for the audience, I would like to hear whether you buy into it, relate to it, and whether you think other GCs should view likewise themselves as a mini law firm inside of their corporate client and apply all the principles there.
Well, this is a very interesting question, and I would say that I agree with most of that statement and most of that idea. I think that there are a lot of similarities between a law firm that is well run and well organized and a well run and well organized legal department. Both are going to leverage technology. Both are going to leverage advances in the way we do our work, and both are going to be responsive to their clients. One thing that I will say from my own experience, and perhaps not all law firms are like this, but I have dealt with a lot of private firms. I think that one key difference between private firms and in-house lawyers is how you say no. With a private firm dealing with their clients, most of the time, I have received no's where they just say, no, you can't do that, right? In-house lawyers have to say, what's another way we can get this done, right? It's never a firm no, or hardly ever is it a firm no. And you say, I understand from your business perspective where you're trying to go. Let me help you get there. I think there are some private firms that are starting to adopt this methodology and this approach, but I think that they're in the minority. I think that it will eventually become more widespread, but I think there are still many private firms where, when dealing with a client, it's always easier just to say, no, you can't do that, right? And then you sort of have fulfilled your lawyerly duty. You've made sure that they're in compliance. You've made sure they haven't made some error. But what your clients really need, and where this becomes so apparent, is when you're in-house, what they really need from a lawyer is a thought partner that can say, let's try a different way. Right? The way you wanted to do that is going to lead to some bad results. I see where you're trying to go. I see the end of the road for you. Let's find a path that gets us there without some of these legal risks. And that's the only minor criticism I would have with that phrasing, that private firms and in-house firms are the same. And it's really not so much a criticism as to say, I think that that's one difference I have noticed, and that in-house lawyers who have created their little team, they quickly understand that nuance about how to say no. And I think private practice, they're catching up, and the good lawyers do it well, but by and large, I think there's some catching up to do.
That's very interesting, Chad, because one of my recent guests in the GC channel was the GC of AVX, Mr. Slavitt. And he made that very same point. He said that that he has a lot of respect for the external counsel. So he was, of course, talking about a dream team from the external counsel perspective, where he depends a lot on the value of that law firm or the lawyer. And he was saying exactly what you said, that this is a nuance, is that he appreciates and has a lot more respect for the attorney on the outside that says, no, you can't do that. And here's the reasons why. And then, of course, try to find, as you said, the subtle difference when you're in-house is that your constituency expects you to find a way out of it. So they can't, they will not indulge you to say, sorry, you got to go down to my other task here. Well, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this one, subscribe to the channel and press the notification button below so that you will be alerted when new videos come out. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to the next one. And don't forget, you heard it here first.